Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. c4 builds a strong center by controlling the important d5 square and creates a square for the knight to come to c3 without blocking the c-pawn. e6 opens up a line for the dark squared bishop and prepares to castle quickly, while preparing to push a pawn to d5 and recapture with a pawn if captured. Nf3 develops toward the center, putting pressure on the e5 square and adding another defender to the d4 pawn. The queen's Indian defense prepares to fianchetto the light squared bishop on b7, where it will have influence on the long diagonal. g3 prepares to fianchetto the light squared bishop on g2, where it will sit on the long diagonal. ba6 immediately attacks the undefended c4 pawn, hoping to provoke b2 b3. b3 protects the c4 pawn and prepares to fianchetto the dark squared bishop to b2, where it will sit on the long diagonal. bb4 plus develops the bishop and puts the white king in check. bd2 develops the bishop, blocks the check and offers an exchange of dark squared bishops. b7 retreats the dark squared bishop after achieving the goal of misplacing white's dark squared bishop on d2, which would much prefer to be b2. bg2 puts the bishop on the long diagonal in a move called a fianchetto. c6 controls the d5 and b5 squares and prepares the d5 pawn push. bc3 moves the bishop to a square that supports the d4 pawn and opens up the d2 square. d5 takes space in the center and attacks the c4 pawn. ne5 centralizes the knight, defends the c4 pawn and opens up the light squared bishop. nfd7 attacks the e5 knight, which is helping white guard c4. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. This protects an underdefended pawn that is under attack. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling kingside tends to be safer because the king is further from the center. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling to the same side of the board as the opponent avoids some of the attacking associated with opposite side castling. This mobilizes the knight, allowing it to control more of the board. Master games. It is the last book move. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. It is best. Recaptures. It is best. This takes an open file, a common method for activating a rook. It is best. This activates a rook by developing it off of its starting square. It is good. This move puts the pawn on a safer square. It is good. This ignores an opportunity to kick a bishop. It is an inaccuracy. This allows the knight to control more squares. It is good. This wins a tempo by threatening a bishop and forcing it to move away. This is the only good move. It is a great move. That was a great move and very hard to find. It is brilliant. This is the only move that works. It is best. This wins a knight. This threatens to fork pieces. It is good. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This prevents the opponent from being able to fork pieces. It is best. That was a free knight. This threatens to fork pieces. It is best. This ignores an opportunity to kick a queen. It is an inaccuracy. There were worse moves, but also something much better. It is an inaccuracy.